I want to push back on that EM only can outperform when the dollar is weak. I think this time around it's different. I think that EM economies, Asian economies, are a lot better off both fiscally and from an external trade point of view. So I don't think that the tariffs will have that much of an impact on Asia trade. I think companies have been diversifying their supply chains from China over the past 4 years, right? And when it comes to dollar strength, I think that it will have an impact in terms of foreign capital flows, say from dollar to Asian currencies. But I think to Asian stock markets, I think that will be very much driven by some of the positive developments that are going on, such as the China fiscal stimulus, and also overall the global economy is likely to reaccelerate in the second half of next year, driven by central bank cuts.
Okay. How are you looking at how the Chinese are rolling out this stimulus or perceived lack of? Because there's been sort of briefing after briefing, and today's was essentially to focus on foreign trade, no doubt in expectation for what could be some pretty strong headwinds coming from those Trump tariffs. But also because of the fact that we've not heard anything as far as this sort of fiscal package beyond the help for the local governments. So how do you see this? I mean, do we just have to wait till the NPC to get some clearer ideas of these growth targets?
Sure. I think that investors may be a little too greedy in terms of expecting more and more stimulus. Already a lot has been done, right? Both from a monetary, especially a monetary stimulus side. We haven't really seen the full package from the fiscal stimulus side. And perhaps policymakers in Beijing are saving a few bullets to see what the trade situation is going to be like, with this new Trump administration. And I think ultimately, what is more important is there's a decisive shift in terms of the growth dynamics and messaging and ideology that's coming out of Beijing. And I think that should be sufficient to drive commercial activity in China. I think for Chinese stocks to have another leg up, I know many have missed the first leg up. I think for the next leg up, we have to see how growth is improving sequentially in China. We haven't seen that yet. But the most recent consumption numbers, retail sales in China, were surprised on the upside. So I think that there could be some positive signals as we head into the end of this year.